Hey guys, today we're going to be playing a special XL edition of Game On, and we're going to be playing
Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PS4 today. I typically play this game on the Xbox One because I like the Xbox One better.
What?
So it should be fun to try
What?
different controls today.
Wow. This is your first time playing this on the PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So, Mallory's going to be playing this. I have asked her to please show me how to play this game. Because I don't get it. I do like that the loading is loading the gun.
It is, yeah.
It's kind of neat. There's a lot of loading in this game.
There is.
Guns and otherwise. Since we're recording, we don't have any audio.
Did you start this game already?
I did, but it may not have hit a save point yet. Like, how do you save? Like, are there save points, or do you...
Yeah, certain points will automatically save, but you can manually save as well.
Yeah, I never did that.
Alright. Well, I guess we're doing the very, very beginning of this game. Sorry.
From the top!
It's very cold up in these here mountains.
Yeah, that's the first thing that turned me off.
That it was cold?
Yeah.
You're not in the mountains for very long. You have to get your whole party out of the mountains.
I've always been interested in this type of game, but I was telling you before this episode, I can't wrap my mind around how to play it. I was telling you that platformers are more my style because I understand the systems at play. Same with RPGs. I understand how to accomplish things because you learn the system and then that guides you through the game. But every time I try to pick up a game like this, I can't figure out what the systems are because the buttons are so situational.
Mm-hmm.
Like the game will tell you, press X now. And then you have to be like, oh my god, which one's X? But like, X changes its function throughout the game, right?
For the most part, it stays the same.
Oh.
But yes, in other games, yeah, it could change depending on what you are.
So, I need you to get my head on straight here. Because I am interested. I want to know how to play this stuff. Another thing that I can't really wrap my mind around is the story-heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm. And this is definitely that. This is primarily just a story-driven game. Fueled by, smaller things that you can do in between larger story pieces.
So do people buy this kind of stuff for the story or the gameplay, do you think?
For a game like this, I would say it's a mixture of both. Rockstar, the people who make this one are very well known for Grand Theft Auto. They did Midnight Club back in the day, L.A. Noire. But their ability to tell a story with very good intuitive gameplay is very, very good.
Yeah, I guess I've just never bought a story or bought a game for the story before. I always buy for the gameplay if I think something's going to be challenging or interesting in some way. So I just want to understand what the gameplay is like, I guess.
I just love being immersed in, the lore of the story. Something like this. It's just really fun to be a cowboy. And you can choose to be good or bad, and that kind of affects the way that people treat you and how you treat other people, too.
That's something else I can't wrap my mind around. So can you mess up your play experience if you're, too bad or too good?
You can. In this game, I don't know, because I haven't finished my playthrough yet. I just started recently. But in other games that have, situational... choices. I've played games like Mass Effect, for example, where I played the whole trilogy as a renegade, which is the worst that you could be. And I lost a lot of people. A lot of people got killed under my watch, and it was not very cool.
I mean, I do enjoy immersive games. I guess, you know, Breath of the Wild
Oh yeah, that's pretty
was immersive.
intense.
That was like 300 hours for me. But it wasn't story heavy. I mean, you didn't start out. This so far has only been a cinematic sequence, you know. But Breath of the Wild wasn't that. You start out and you start learning the systems in the game. You start learning the controls and what the gameplay is going to be like. I only played this game for maybe 20 minutes, and that was enough to watch this opening scene. It was enough to ride my horse a little bit through the snow. And then I got to a gunfight. I mean, I guess we'll see it here.
Yeah.
And throughout all of that, the game itself was just like, push X to ride your horse faster, push square to dismount or whatever, you know. But none of that was really teaching much. I guess maybe it was like to ride a horse, but it just all seemed like very situational to me. So if you love this type of stuff, you love this, and I want to love this. So show me how I can love this.
All right. Well, let's ride our horse through the snow. Very slowly, because it's very snowy.
When does the game open up and you can start doing stuff?
After you get out of the mountains. You have to do this mission that you did before with going up and, you know, finding that house and whatever. And there's one more mission after that, and then you leave and go find another place. And then after that, the game is just like, all right, well, go do your own thing. And then come back here, you know.
Yeah, from what I understand about this game, which isn't much, from what I understand, is that it's generally open world until you get to like a mission, and then it's very linear. Is that fair enough?
Yeah, for the most part. You can kind of do missions differently depending on how you want to play. I'm very more like, I'm gonna kick this door in and shoot everyone inside this house, and then be like, oh, whoops, like I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh well.
But you do get sent on like specific quests or tasks,
Yeah.
right? But in general, there's like a sandbox world that you're in until you encounter like a mission or something, and then you have to accomplish that thing, and then you get sent back to like the open sandbox type area. Is that right? So right now, this is one of the mission segments?
Yes, yeah, we are doing a story mission right now.
Okay, so I guess what I haven't seen is like the open world aspect.
Oh, yeah, because you just got to get out of the prologue. That's true for any like open world game. Even like in Skyrim, like the first dungeon that you're in is basically all tutorial. That's what this is. It's just a way to teach you like generic controls, and then once you get out in the open, then it's just like, okay, well, good luck.
Yeah, Skyrim's another game that's similar to this, where I want to get into it, I just don't know how.
That's hundreds and hundreds of hours of my life in 2 different consoles, almost 3. I almost bought it for the Switch and decided not to.
I got it in VR, if that's something you want to try. I tried it. I get so sick, though. I get so sick.
Hi. This dude's a dick.
Found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is
Like, when I was riding along this guy, the game was like, why don't you try talking to him?
follow me.
And I was like, okay.
How's Davey doing?
But then it gives you, like, some options of what you can say. Mm-hmm. Like, is there a right and wrong to that? It just literally doesn't matter. It's
No,
just...
one will open up a line of dialogue, and then another one will open up a different line of dialogue. It just depends on...
But it's not really important that you know that information, I guess.
Not all of it. In the end, you'll figure it out. Because, like, when I played it the first time, or whenever I did it on my Xbox, I asked a different question than I did on here, and you get the same answer. Just in a different way. I want to go faster. I know what happens.
The viewers don't. Actually, I feel like I'm the last guy in the world that hasn't played this game. You've all seen this. Why are you watching this video? I'm the only person that doesn't understand. You're what, like 1 year younger than me? 2 years? It's like whatever.
Yeah, I'm like a year younger than you.
Well, what year did you graduate high school? Do you want to say that on camera?
My birthday is on
Here,
the 21st.
How about I say what year I graduated high school? No, because then you're younger than me.
Yeah.
By 1 or 2 years, right? So however old I am compared to however young you are, somewhere in between that is the age limit for understanding this game. I'm like, I just missed. I'm too old to understand, I think.
So, this house. You speak to the people there already?
You know what made me feel old the other day? I was thinking how long it's been since I graduated college and working as a professional, you know? And if a kid started kindergarten the year that I graduated, they would be in high school right now.
Yeah.
It's like, how is that even possible?
Checking IDs for games like Red Dead Redemption, anything rated M for mature, you have to be 17 or older, and it prompts on the screen that they have to be born by this day in 2002. And I'm just like, oh my god.
Best you two lie low on this.
Look, there's the house. You were here before. You went to this house.
I was.
Okay.
I did not find anything good in that house.
There is not anything good, no.
That house stressed me out.
The first time I played it too, it also stressed me out. But then I decided that I didn't care, because these people are terrible. I guess we're all kind of terrible.
I'm going to ask you so many questions in about 2 minutes.
It's fine. Like, how do you shoot and run at the same time? How do you reload?
Well, the game starts telling you, shoot this guy. And so you start shooting, but then the game starts telling you, run, or like catch up. But where do you know to run to? I just like made a beeline, you know? Just like, where is everybody? I can never tell where people are in this game. Are they behind me? Or who's good, who's bad? They all look like dark shadows.
Yeah. So the trick is to look at your little mini map there. I rely on that
Oh.
quite heavily. Anything that is a threat to you will be a little red blip. Anything that's objective based is a yellow blip.
Three nasty.
Okay, so the yellow dot, that's the house?
The yellow blip is actually Dutch.
The
'cause
guy in front of you.
Yeah, because the name of the game right now is to
Red Dead.
follow Dutch. Yeah, Red Dead. Sorry, just in case you forgot.
Alright, so, yeah, this is what I did. Hide out in the stable here.
You gotta make sure you have a clear line of sight of both Dutch, who's there, and Micah, who's there.
Hello?
You can look.
Excuse me.
Are the buttons pretty much mapped to what you would expect?
Oh yeah, they're the same. I just hate that the analog sticks are next to each other.
Yeah, I hear you.
Disturb you. My friends and I, well,
I love the Xbox One / Switch layout.
There he is.
Gentlemen,
We can't help you, miss.
It's like, dude, there's a body.
Yep.
There's the dead body.
Yep.
There's a corpse right here. There's a body in the wagon. That's my Old West voice.
I like it.
I think you should go now.
So this part stressed me out. I'm like, weapon wheel? What? I was just riding a horse in the snow.
now, friend,
I ain't asking for much.
So what you do,
Shoot him in the face.
that's what I did.
See, this is what I did, and then Kat yelled at me, like, you shot him in the face.
Well, that's the only way that they will go down.
But, like, you shoot first.
Yeah, I just pulled a straight Han Solo.
Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, show me how to do this. Okay, so I guess I'm looking at the bottom left. You just killed the red dots.
Yes. Yeah, so all the black X's are dead bodies.
What's the red glow?
That's more enemies coming.
What?
Well, that's what direction they're coming from, at least.
See him, Arthur.
You're about to be flanked by more? So this is where I turned it off. This is where I turned off the game. Because I got scared.
going too well. Goddamn O'Driscoll boys here. Why?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so at this point, I did all that, and then the game told me to run, and I was like beelining through the woods, and I didn't know where I was. So you're supposed to go in the house.
Yes, you're supposed to go in the house. You're trying to find, you know, anything.
Essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
I always look at people's pictures if they let me to.
Looks like the poor bastard was married too. Some
Do you think they looked... I mean, photos looked old back then, too? That picture looked old as hell. You think that there would be more contrast or something?
Something.
What, you're hungry now?
Well, they've been hungry. They've been on the run for forever. So we're just gonna pick up a whole
God,
bunch of
they
food.
got terrible food back then.
Yeah.
Peaches, I guess, is okay. Canned beans? Screw that.
So we just ate some because we are starving.
You're not even cooking it
Nope. I don't even know how he opened it.
with his teeth. He's hard as hell.
Micah found a dead body in the wagon outside.
We're just gonna take all the things that we can because clearly this dude is dead already.
So you said one of the appeals of this game is living life as a cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
If you could choose any kind of era, any kind of time period to live in, to visit, to experience first person, what would it be?
I'd probably go, even though it was still pretty terrible, I would probably go to the 60s because the music was amazing.
The 60s?
Yeah.
I think we, okay, no, go ahead, did I interrupt?
No, that was it. The music was amazing.
60s because of the music?
And even though, because you have to think too, like food was still pretty bad because, you know, in the 50s they were still making like weird gelatin shit.
Really weird stuff.
Just
Yeah, you're
dumb.
right.
And
like Jello casseroles
yeah,
and stuff.
and they didn't have microwaves and, you know, whatever else. It was just like, okay, like, what is happening? I don't remember where I'm supposed to be going.
So the 50s would be too old.
The 50s would be too old. Yeah, I'm not.
60s is still kind of modern culture, I guess.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that you like from the 60s, still.
Yeah.
Music, especially.
Am I supposed to... I don't remember if there was something else in here.
For me, I would like to go to an era that I just don't understand at all. You know, like, I feel like the 60s is recent enough that we have a pretty good understanding of what it was like
Yeah.
with those people and stuff. So for me, I think... I mean, even the Old West, I feel like we have a pretty good understanding of what it was like on the frontier and stuff. So, for me, I think I would like to visit something like...
I'm never going to get that card back, I don't think.
Something further back, like ancient Rome or ancient Egypt. Really, I think Egypt would be fascinating. There's a lot of stuff about Egyptian, like ancient Egypt, that I would love to just know. Because it's so mysterious still, like the religions, what the temple, not the temples, the pyramids, what the pyramids looked like when they were new. You know what I mean? Like, were they... Right now, they're just kind of like crumbled stone in the shape of the pyramid, but they've lost like the outer surface, like the sheen. Like, what did that look like? What happened in them? Like, tell me that stuff. Oh, what's going on here?
Oh, this dude.
He was hiding?
Yeah. So now I'm going to beat him up.
What's going on? This guy just jumped me. Oh, did you now?
Guy, this dude is really taking a punch. Get out of here, man.
You just shot everybody else. Why are you punching this guy?
Well, they got to teach you how to fight.
Oh, this is... You have to fight him?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Now you have to beat him up and get information from him.
So it said press triangle to grab. Could you have done that at any point, or did you have to wait for it to say press triangle?
I think because this is a tutorial, you had to do it whenever it...
But in the rest of the game, pressing triangle grabs somebody?
Yeah.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
Come on, Arthur.
We're
Punch it.
fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Beat.
Well,
There's a beat button.
you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care.
You're like Batman.
Bring
Yeah.
your horse when you're done.
So now here's the question: do we want to spare his life or kill him?
Oh man. Ah, I wish we were like live streaming and we could ask people what should we do. So you still need to choose. What did you do?
I killed him the first time I played.
So let's spare his life, I guess.
Get the hell out of here.
Now remember, your choices matter.
Ah, that stresses me out.
Where's my hat? There it is.
Why do you need it?
Look how cool it is.
Why doesn't it just come back to you like Cappy?
Right.
What are you gonna do to the horse?
Nothing. You calm him down so you can ride him. This horse is pretty legit.
Horse bonding.
Yeah, there's a whole thing. You have to earn trust with your horse. Otherwise, they'll buck you off and you won't go anywhere because your horse is being a freaking dickhole.
I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. In the modern age.
Yeah. Figured you won't get
holding this
far
button.
in this anyway. That looks like a decent horse. You should keep
So remind me why you were coming here in the first place. Like you left the camp back in that cabin, and then you came here to...
Oh yeah, because they're looking for a place to stay and some like food and things like that because they haven't had any food and shelter in a couple of days. They're on the run.
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Michael. Look at her. Miss. Are you...
Damn.
This dude is a dick.
Damn.
Miss. Now, it is going to be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on now.
Look at that. Setting the whole place on fire. Completely needless.
You okay,
That
miss?
didn't have to happen.
No, it's because Micah is a freaking idiot. I hate this guy. The more I play the game and the more I get to know him, the less I like him. I'm just like, ugh, what a dick.
Can't stay here.
He does more like this?
Yeah, he's just like really hot-headed and he doesn't think about anything and he doesn't care about the repercussions that happen to anyone else.
Idiot.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
We ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
Her poor
What's
house.
your name, miss? Miss
Adler.
Adler.
Sadie Adler. Mrs. He was my husband.
At least it's warm in there. It just looks so cold. The mountains, that's what's cold? It's just cold in the mountains?
Well, yeah, in this area. It's a freak snowstorm.
Hey! Somebody's coming!
Did you ever see The Revenant?
Everybody
Oh man. You need to watch that movie. It's kind of like this. Old West. Snow, mountains, survival.
Oh, when the horses stop, they poop.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Yeah.
More about, apparently.
That was like a big thing, like the horse realism.
Thank you. That's the last thing. Well, it is what it is. But we found
Would anyone have complained if they didn't?
Probably.
food. And
People
this-
complain about really dumb
so,
stuff.
Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm
But
her
yes, when you park your horse, when you hitch your horse, they poop.
up? Okay. You're safe.
Quite a bit, actually. They really let it go.
So it's not even the cutscenes, it's like the actual gameplay.
I need some rest. I haven't
They're just
slept
letting
in 3
loose.
days.
Yeah, they just let it go.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
horse.
What's she telling you? Like where you're sleeping?
Yeah.
Darkies.
Well, this is a different time. Even when you would think that this is the end of the prologue, it is not. You are still in the damn prologue.
You know what else this kind of reminds me of? Is The Hateful Eight. Tarantino.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that one?
I did see that one. Tarantino's a weird guy.
Is that your review of the movie?
Yeah. I'm gonna stick by that. Tarantino's very strange.
How you doing?
I love that one.
Abigail? You?
I need you to.
I'll stick with the Kill Bills. I like Kill Bill.
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape again.
My name's Buck. Did you see that news story recently about this lady that was in a coma for 10 years and then she just gave birth? It's like, what the hell? That's like straight out of Kill Bill. You remember that scene?
Javier, will you
It's really
ride
weird.
out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the two best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're pretty worried about him.
I know.
I forget sometimes how like
We're reversed.
nice the cinematics in this game look. And then you play the game and you're like, wow, the whole game looks like that. That's ridiculous.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm over here just like in a sweater, like
Man, it's
bundled
cold
up
in
because
here.
it's like, oh geez, this is freezing.
John was headed up the river.
For all we know,
Oh yeah, so now we gotta go find one of the other guys who is in the gang. For those who are following along at home, we're finding John Marston, who is the protagonist in Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
Yep. Didn't play that either.
It's good. After playing this one, it's hard to go backwards, but it's worth a play.
Because this one's so much better.
Oh yeah.
The first one came out for what system?
PS3 and Xbox 360.
Okay, last gen.
It is backwards compatible on the Xbox One, so if you want to play it, it's on there.
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's.
Oh yeah, so we're about to go mountain climbing, basically. Find John, and we're gonna shoot some wolves. And the wolves are annoying.
You're gonna shoot wolves?
Yeah, because they're
Why?
up here in the mountains, and they're a threat.
They're just little doggies.
No, I'm waiting to see if this horse will poop, so you can see it.
What's that horse doing?
Oh, we're in the snow.
Why are you zooming in on this?
I want you to see,
How do you know what's gonna happen?
because it always happens.
They're just always doing it?
Well, they're forever just like pooping. I mean, they're animals.
Well, they're not always eating.
It's gonna be like, mount your horse. I know, I want the horse to poo. Alright, well, I'll move on from the pooping. I don't even know where Javier went. Oh, there he is.
My grandparents had a couple horses on their ranch. So I've seen that up close.
Me too.
You've seen it up close? Mm-hmm. Where have you been around horses?
I was born and raised in Mississippi. I've seen a horse or two.
Really? I didn't realize horses and Mississippi went together.
Little do you know.
Suddenly they were everywhere.
I
No,
really
actually,
don't know.
I was bucked off a horse once when I was younger.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the horse saw a snake in the woods because we were like, I was riding.
Wait, what were you doing in the woods on a horse?
We were like, I was like at a summer
How old
camp.
were you?
I was like 10, 12,
And you're on
maybe?
a horse at a summer camp?
Yeah, we were. There was like a group of us, like our cabin or whatever, went on a horseback riding thing. Like it was on a trail, like it wasn't like a heavily wooded area.
They just like took all these kids out on horses?
There's like 4 of us, yeah.
And they're just bucking kids off?
Well, mine did because there was a stupid snake in the damn
Like
woods.
a full-sized horse.
Yeah,
Like an adult horse.
like that size horse. Yeah.
with little 10-year-old Mallory on it.
Mm-hmm.
The other side of town, we were only just holding on.
And it just like went up.
It didn't go full up, but it did like kind of rear back a little bit, and
And you fell off?
I fell off. Yeah.
Did you fall off like sideways or did you go backwards?
I fell off sideways.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got alarmed because the horse was alarmed.
But like your feet didn't get stuck or anything in the saddle? So it was a clean fall.
It was
And the horse didn't fall on you.
no, thank God.
And you were screaming.
I did not scream. I did cry, but I I didn't scream at
Was
least.
it a silent fall? Followed by just like sobbing?
Like sobbing, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What were they doing in Mississippi with these kids?
I don't know. I ask myself that question every time I remember that I'm from there.
Did you have to like sign a waiver or anything?
No.
So why didn't you like sue? Did you like go to the hospital?
Because no one knows until now. I didn't get hurt. Like, I just was afraid.
Like, I'm so concerned for you right
I
now.
know. My 10-year-old self.
Like, did you at least get compensation?
I mean, we had ice cream.
Did you like get bruised up or anything?
I probably got a scrape or two.
Oh my
but
god. You're a badass. Like, who are you?
Not anymore. That was young me. Old me now is riddled with anxiety and all kinds of other ailments.
Scared of horses?
Well, I'm not scared of horses, but anything that I know that could, like, stomp me to death is not something I want to be around.
Alright, what are you scared of, animal-wise?
Animal-wise, definitely snakes and spiders. I don't like them.
See if he can hear us.
You know,
Those
again, because
Those are good ones to be
Yeah.
scared of.
they can kill you, like, so quick or so slow, depending on which ones they are, and it's just, like, really, like, not fun to think about. You never know. Then again, okay, so I grew up in Mississippi, so we had to take, like, classes that taught us about snakes.
What are you talking? In school?
Yeah, like, during my, like, health classes or whatever.
That was health class?
They taught us about, like, if you're gonna be outside, you know, you want to look out for different animals, and snakes
Jeez.
was, like, one of them.
Why even live there?
Yeah, I didn't choose. I was just, you know,
Who knows what's up
oh,
ahead?
I'm supposed to go over to my horse. Did you poop yet?
All the Mississippi viewers are like tuning in.
Oh, there it is!
Oh my god, yeah, it's just spilling out.
It's just out. Look at that!
It's just spilling out.
It just went full throttle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like too. They don't force it; it just spills
Oh, the
out.
shotgun. Okay. I was like, what am I supposed to be grabbing? Yeah, Javier, damn. I didn't realize that you wanted me to get the shotgun, bro. I thought you just wanted me to get the damn gun.
So you're coming up trying to find this guy.
Yeah, he got, like, lost
How
and
did-
then attacked by some wolves.
How do you know this?
Because I played this part.
I mean,
I know, I'm just kidding.
like, did he call you on a cell phone?
No,
Hey, bro, come get me.
They saw some smoke, and they went over to check out the campfire, which is what we just did. And then Javier shot his gun in the air, and John, like, started shouting, like, hey,
What's this heart on the left?
that's your health.
Why are you down?
Because it's freezing,
Oh, okay.
and we haven't had a proper meal.
Okay, so you have to eat to get it back up?
And or go to sleep.
Drops down.
Can you do that at any point?
You have to do that at a camp or at a hotel.
It's slippery. Be careful.
And where can you save?
At a camp as well. You can save at your, like, base camp, or if you make a camp, you can save there too.
So you just can't save right now and come back?
Actually, if you press pause and then go to story, yeah, you can't save right now because you're in a mission.
Okay.
But that's where you would save normally.
That would annoy me, I think.
It annoys me. Sometimes I forget.
Real slippery.
Your movement will be limited.
I don't like games that tell me when I can and can't save.
So now we're climbing with Javier
Closer now.
on these mountains.
We're coming, John.
And you're pressing buttons.
Here we are, yes. Good news is, square stays jump and climb the entire game. It doesn't
Oh, okay.
change, yes. You just have to be near stuff to jump or climb.
So you're just jumping in your guys like, oh, there's a ledge,
Yeah.
and auto-climbing it.
Mm-hmm.
The kids watching this video are like, oh my god, who is this guy? Doesn't understand.
Why?
Been a tough few days.
I know.
Oh, Javier, drinking. Alright. Can I have some, bro? Oh, thanks.
Take a drink of that.
Thanks.
Not designed for this snow.
So what does that do for you?
It boosted up my stamina.
Come on. John, can you hear me?
John, you there?
So square was jump,
Yeah.
but now it's call?
Because I'm pressing the left trigger.
Oh.
Yeah. So it prompts you to do that.
Oh.
But if you're not holding left trigger and you press square, then it is jump, yes.
So when you press the left trigger and press square, is that always going to be call?
If you're near people and you're trying to talk to people, yes. It'll be like greet or call out, shout, or whatever.
Look at his face.
Yeah, he got scratched up.
See you, Arthur Morgan.
He's from the first game, you said?
Yeah, he's the guy that you play as in the first game.
I don't feel too good.
And he's got a big old scar on his face, just like he does right there.
He must not have done very well.
Freezing.
This dude's dying.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Wait, so what happens between games? Like,
This
There's a lot of time
this is a prequel to the first game, so all of this stuff happens prior to the first game happening.
oh, okay.
So if you didn't play the first game, no biggie, because that story doesn't tie into this one at all. This one will tie into that one.
Can't argue with you there. See?
They just called him ugly.
Old Dutch, you weren't the right man for this.
Oh wait, maybe I have to find John, and then we do the train robbery, and then we get to go wherever we want.
A train robbery.
Yeah, you didn't do any of that, did you?
I stopped like 20 minutes ago.
Oh,
Oh, it's the doggies. Oh. That was a self-reference.
yeah.
I'll distract him while you get to the horses. Go. Draw them off.
Okay, here we go.
I just feel like we gotta go kill these dogs.
Arthur.
Yeah.
I think... Oh,
Whoa,
whoa!
that was like a crazy glitch.
The hell? I would be scared of an encounter like this. That's sad though to see. I would be terrified. I think.
Okay, let's get going
I know.
before any more
Yeah, I would be terrified if wolves came up like that. Mountain lions, cougars, any kind of wild cat or dog. When I was a kid, I was scared of one of the neighbor dogs. And every time I would like take my dog for a walk around the cul-de-sac, this dog, it would be like in the backyard and would like bark and jumping on the fence and stuff. This one time, I was walking around the cul-de-sac with my dog, and that dog I was so scared of broke down the gate.
Jeez.
Like the gate was unlocked or something, and it wasn't chained up or anything, and it just like made a beeline at me, and I was terrified. So I was sprinting all the way home with my dog and made it home just in time. And ever since then, dogs have kind of like freaked me out if they're wild and alone at night, you know? And it was about a year ago. I was coming home from work, and I pulled into the driveway and I got out, and I thought I heard something behind me. So I'm looking around, and I don't see anything. So I just kind of like shrug it off and walk up to the front door. And you know my front door is like maybe 20, 30 yards from the driveway. Mm-hmm. And the whole time I think I'm hearing like footsteps or something behind me. So I keep stopping and I'm turning around, but I don't see anything. And it's dark out, it's night. I get inside and I close the door. And cat kind of like screams or yells or something, and I'm like, what? And I turn around and you can see through the window, giant ass dog like staring right into the house, scared the crap out of me. That thing must have been like following me in, but he was like in stealth mode, but he was like right behind me and I didn't even see him. Close the door, his face is right there. Anyway, it just turned out to be like a friendly neighborhood dog. And he had like a dog tag. We called his owners and we came and got him. But still, terrifying. Speaking of dogs.
I know, I was like, your dogs don't like you to talk about other dogs.
Push hard and get back.
Riding horses.
Nearly there.
So you killed a bunch of wolves, you got this guy, and now you're what, going back to your camp?
Yeah, to take him back. To let the doctor take a look at him. Because his leg's all busted and his face is all busted.
He's all busted.
Yeah. He is not having a good day today.
He should have died, honestly. Like, who's gonna find him up there, if not you guys?
We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
Here we go.
That's his wife that's freaking out.
Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
This is still the prologue?
Yeah.
Dutch talk about how we're gonna get out of this.
Oh my god.
Just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. Suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East into all that's civilization.
I know. The west.
He doesn't
where our
like
problems are
civilization.
worse. Come
Well,
on,
he's been
Herr
a
Strauss,
like
let's get
roughneck
going.
like gangster his
Oh.
whole life. Like
I get it. Yeah, because the West is still kind of untamed.
yeah, so you haven't even gotten into like being able to get look, I got you a trophy. Get out of the whole like prologue because you can't go anywhere right now. Like we're literally
No.
just in this area, and then once you do like I guess one more mission, then you get out into the real world.
Yeah, this kind of game turns me off right now, where it is so mission based, and you have to do this, then you do that, then you come back here. You can't save until you complete this thing. You know it's very, I don't want to say handholdy, but it's like on the rails, like this experience we defined for you. And I just don't find it fun. So I'm hoping after we get through this part that the game will open up a little bit.
Yeah.
We had a bit of bad luck, but then the storm came.
Well, I will say I found a card in like a cigarette card in the prologue that I don't think I found in my game. So that means I'm gonna have to try to figure out if I can go back to this area.
Like, I love Zelda, but Skyward Sword was very much kind of like this, story heavy on the rails. It's the only Zelda I just put down
What about you, Arthur?
because I wasn't enjoying it.
Me too. Never.
But I will say this is very pretty,
It's gorgeous.
and the story seems like it's a step above most games.
Yeah. You should see like whenever you go into like
Like
a open valley, like the water and everything, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
From you, of course. Shut up, Micah.
It's a shame, I got the PlayStation hooked up to this TV. It's like a 50 inch 1080. Behind us, we got the home theater projector, and that's 120 inches. I'm wondering what it would look like there,
Yeah.
But the PlayStation's it would be kind of a pain to unhook it from here and bring it over there.
Stop it! Now!
It would be really cool to see this game there, though.
Como Driscoll's needing punching hard. You want to sit around waiting for him to come find us? All of you, we got work to do. Come on.
You sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet yet.
And the last thing we need is to get bushwhacked by Como Driscoll.
Bushwhacked.
Let's go.
I know you hate him, Dutch.
He's
I
here
like
for
these
us.
old school
I doubt
words.
that. No, you're just doubting me.
I would never doubt you, Dutch. You
I would never doubt you, Dutch.
yeah, revenge is a luxury we can't afford.
This is the right call, Arthur. Take this.
So if you lived in the Old West,
Then revenge
what would you do
was
for a living?
business long ago. They were talking
I don't know.
about trains and detonators here.
What did anyone do for a living? This, really.
Always had good information. Come on.
And you
Just
think
be an outlaw?
now is the
I
right
guess.
time to
I
hit
mean,
the train.
what else could you do?
Might fancy
Or maybe I
going
can be,
here
well,
for this and
I've worked on a
rabbit
farm
shit.
before. Not like worked, but I've
Old for that
been
life.
on farms before.
Mr. Matthews,
When I was young.
Mr. Smith,
You're familiar with
Mr.
them?
Yeah.
Pearson, would you please look
I
after
would
this
hate being an
place?
outlaw,
There
I
are
think.
no Driscolls
And I would hate being any kind of cowboy. for me, I would go to the nearest city and just live and die there. Be some kind of small life, small world. I wouldn't travel a lot. I wouldn't want to be out in this. There's no comfort in this. I would find the most comfortable, cozy life you can have that doesn't require manual labor. What would that be? What would that be? Like the pharmacist?
You used to work in the general store.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to work at a bank to get robbed out the ass.
Seriously.
I just would want a nice, comfortable life where I didn't have to look at horse poop.
I mean, look at this. Some nice scenery.
Oh, I thought you were showing me their butts.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you could look at that too, I guess, if you want, but...
You're like, look at this.
Look at this horse butt.
Look at the underside.
Okay.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
You know I got your back.
Someone said that you could see, like,
I learned a long
the anatomy of the horses. And I'm like, who is looking at the horses this intently?
Yeah.
It's bad enough I have to see them take a shit.
I don't remember, as a kid in the 80s and 90s, playing any game where someone said, oh, look at the anatomy of the horse.
Right.
It's like, who cares? It's about the game. It's about the gameplay. But now we're at the point where the conversation is about the horse poop. And the horse poo physics.
They lift the tail, they poo. Yeah, whatever.
I guess it's progress.
bastards will be reunited soon enough. That's how this'll end.
So what's going on now?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What are we doing?
The
There's
people
some
who
Let's cut up here and take a look.
who had
Near the lake.
were already at that house that we went to go look for food and shelter, who like ambushed us or whatever.
Yeah.
They're like a rival gang. So the guy that we beat up for information, he told us that the leader of their gang is supposed to be in this area. So we're gonna go over there and try to ambush
you think
them.
where that smoke is?
Yes, yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay.
All right,
So
gentlemen.
you're about to do some killing.
Yeah.
Are we goddamn
Are we goddamn ready?
Ready?
now? Mr. Morgan and
Is that how he said it? Did I do it perfect?
here, little.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Out of the camp. Mr. Williamson.
I can't talk like other people.
You two take up a hidden position just outside the camp. Mr. Summers, Mr.
That horsey.
Escuela,
Hi,
you
horsey.
two hold position here.
See, what I want to do, if I were playing, is just like run up that hill and jump off. Like take the horse up that hill and just jump off.
Well, the horse dies.
I was still trying.
Unless you have like a beast horse. Like my horse that I have on my game, I don't know if he's just like a monster horse or what, but I hit a boulder like straight on because I was like trying to flee from some lawmen and shoot at the same time. I hit a boulder and both the horse and I did a front flip, and the horse was just like, he looked up at me like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, get on, like we gotta
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Home? I think so. Yeah, that's him.
Okay, so these are some people in the camp here. We're gonna ambush the shit out of them. What am I looking for? Am I supposed to be looking?
You know how you said that what turns you off from platformers is that you don't have the patience for them?
Mm.
I think I face a similar thing with story. Like anytime you're in a story, like a cutscene or something like that, a part of me is just like, let's just get this over with. Like, let's just move beyond this. Like, let's just get past this. And then anytime I'm stuck in it, it's like
Should we go get him?
I'm in molasses and I'm not moving.
Can wait. Best to get some of them out of there.
And this is just a lot of story so far.
Fun to rob him and his
But I guess some people love that.
out about.
Well, some people will play this whole game without watching it in a cinematic at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You can skip everything. You can just press buttons through like the cinematics and they'll just skip.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But
From your horse.
I mean, what's the point of that? That seems really stupid.
Yeah.
Gotta get on my horse and get my gun.
Sure thing.
It's a lot of horses. There's that many of you?
Oh,
Alright, so tell me what you're doing.
I am getting a gun off of my
Good.
horsey
Come on,
here.
let's go.
Oh, you got that from your horse.
We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said,
And now we're going to fan out. They're going up there, we're going down
wasn't sure you
to ambush this gang.
Why are there footprints already? That's theirs, I guess.
lost faith in me. Our needs right now are supplies, equipment, and a way out of here. Everything else, including Colm, can wait. Okay. There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with as it is.
So you said you would be a cowboy or an outlaw if you lived back then?
Yeah, what the hell? I'm really tame right now in my normal life, so if we're an alternate universe, then I feel like I would just be like, just fucking crazy.
I would want to have some kind of life that gave me the opportunity to take day naps. That's really what it comes down to.
I just want to be a cat.
I just want to nap during the day and be cool with it. Like, you can't nap in this. You're gonna nap outside like this? Like, if you wanted to take a nap right now, think of all the stuff you would have to do.
You wouldn't be able to.
You would have to, like, get on a horse, ride back to camp, explain to everybody why you're not doing anything.
Right. I'm
It's
sick.
a whole thing.
I don't want to.
But if you're a pharmacist, just take a nap. No one cares.
Yeah, you can take a nap in your store.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of really cool, like, hidden things in this game, too. Apparently there's a vampire that lives in this
What
world.
are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. There's
a
supposed to be
vampire in
zombies
this?
somewhere.
What? No.
Yeah. I found
this game?
Yeah, I found a dismembered body, and there's, like, a serial killer somewhere in the world.
What? But it's not, like, part of the story?
No, it's just, like, extra lore in the game.
Like Easter egg stuff?
Yeah.
I should take the lead on this. They're going to be
That's
gunning for you.
interesting.
Yeah. There's a lady in this game who is a paleontologist, and she is, like, searching for dinosaur bones and all, like, the oil derricks that are out there. So you have to help her, like, find dinosaur bones.
Oh, an oil man. That would be a good job. Unless they get robbed a lot. Oh, my dogs.
You said oil man, and they got real excited.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
There must be someone at the door.
Are you expecting more company?
No, but I did order a lot of packages, so I doubt they're here. I don't know. This is a no soliciting neighborhood, but we get solicitors every weekend. It's insane. So this is a good stealth mission.
Yeah, I'm bad at stealth. I'm just like, I want to shoot, and then I do.
I'm looking at the map for bad guys. I don't see any.
I can take this if you want. Just make the call. You want to take the lead? Go. Okay, fine. You make the move.
So there's
On me.
there's a right there.
Oh, he saw you. Okay, I see him on the map now. So are they only red once you've engaged them?
Yeah, some people will be red automatically, like if they are just a, dick predator or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like a known bad guy. Oh, did you win? Oh, what was that? A headshot or something?
Yeah. Sometimes
Oh.
when you do like a really good critical shot, they'll do cinematic kills.
I thought that was you. So, is it like lock on?
There's some auto aim assist, but for the most part, you gotta kind of aim by yourself.
Okay. You like point it in that general direction.
Yeah.
But it will kind of lock on.
Yeah, on mine, I turn some of that stuff down because it gets kind of in the way.
Take out those bastards in the cabin.
What?
How'd you even see him?
He was shooting at me.
I didn't see anything. Is this part of the prologue?
Yeah, still technically.
Damn, you're so good at this.
Well, I've had
Look
like
at that.
40 hours worth of practice with this one particular game.
I think that's all of them.
Search the bodies. Strip everything we can from them.
Now we're gonna take stuff off their dead bodies.
Of course not. Give a damn about his men. All he cares about is numbers. If you can shoot a gun.
So you sell games, and you've been doing that for a while. Have you ever worked with anybody that doesn't play games? So that happens?
Yeah.
Do you work with anyone now? Or recently?
No, everyone in my store plays games, but I have worked before with people who don't. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how so?
Because
Like-
you'll start talking about stuff and they'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about, or like, I don't care.
Oh, okay, so they're just like, they don't care, but they're not like begrudgingly like, oh, we're talking about this again.
Right. Or like a customer will ask a question and like, they'll just be like, I have no idea. 'Cause I don't play games. And then like the customers are like, what?
What?
Yeah.
Like, how's that even possible? Yeah.
I'm using the shotgun. Do I want to be using
Like, I read comics, but I get them delivered to me now. But I used to go to the comic book store every week for years. You know this.
Yeah.
And it's the same story there. You know, not everybody there works there because they love comics. They just want a job. You know, it's a job. But there's always comic nerds or something else. Like those, you know what I'm talking about, like
Yeah.
the socially awkward
Yo, that dude's
customers.
head just got blown.
Yeah, look at that. That just kind of like hang out at the comic shop for hours. Just like chatting up the cashier. And the cashier's like not into it at
I've
all.
had people like that at my store. They'll just like stay. I have one guy who comes in at least once every like couple of weeks, and he'll stay for like almost an hour and talk about literally nothing. And I'm just like, can you just go, bro?
Just
Like, I have
chatting up the
nothing to do.
employees. Like employees or buddies or
Yeah.
something. I never got that.
Cowards are running away.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I was standing in line trying to buy comics, and that one comic nerd is just chatting up everybody in line, trying to have some kind of debate or some comic book conversation that he wants to have, and you're just there like, I just don't want to talk to you right now. I don't care. I just want to get myself and leave.
Is that somebody I should be killing? I guess so.
I don't see him on the map.
Well, I just shot him. I don't know. What this guy's do? Oh, he's trying to leave.
I used to work, you know this. I used to work at what would you call it? A convenience store? Without going into specifics. But they don't have super fans at convenience stores.
Mm-mm.
You know, I think the most annoying customers that we would get there are like smokers wanting their specific brand of cigarettes. And as a guy who doesn't smoke, not being familiar with all the different brands, like, I'm sorry, you want which one? Where? But I never had any job that, like you, where there's just like fanatics, absolute crazy fucking fanatics.
Yeah. People just know so much about things that I just don't care about. I'm just like, why do you know so much stuff? Like,
But they
about-
expect that you also know.
Yeah, and they get really upset when you just don't know. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't want to know because I don't care.
Or they get upset that you're not engaging them the way that you want them
Yeah.
to engage.
Like, that's awesome that you're like super pumped about this one thing, but I have no idea what you're talking about. There's a coin purse in there. I want that. Now we're gonna get this dynamite and we're gonna blow some stuff up. Yeah.
This looks think, Bill?
Well, looks
Do you hear
fine.
that? The whistling.
Smells.
Cat's making tea.
Is that why your dogs are going nuts?
I don't think that's why they're going
Did we
nuts.
get everything?
I don't know.
Think so, boss? Found this on
I just
one
hear
of
the
them.
teapot.
Thank you.
This is perfect.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. This is something about
The snow is
train
making me
they was
cold.
gonna
I'm
rob.
cold.
Mr.
These
Leviticus
pretzels are
Force
making me
Hall.
thirsty.
Mount back up. Let's
Do you
keep
remember that?
moving.
Seinfeld.
All right, let's get out of
All right, so you killed all these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and what's going on?
Now we're going back to camp.
Okay. So now you guys, you're like, okay, we can calm down. They're dead.
Right.
Let's go take a nap.
Basically.
We will always get back up
All right, I can relate to this.
to New York. Outlaws.
No, but they found some plans. The rival gang was trying to blow up some railroad tracks to get a train because they're gonna rob a train.
They will all be back.
Okay.
Well, you didn't get Combe, but
Wait, they were gonna rob a train?
Yeah, the rival gang is gonna rob the train, but now
Okay.
we're gonna do it because
But-
we have their supplies.
Okay, so you got the idea from them now after killing them
about that.
to rob a train.
Indeed, we will.
You guys are ambitious, man.
He'll come after us.
Oh, of course he will, just like all the rest. But we're gonna stay a step ahead.
Maybe if I was in the Wild West, I'd want to be in the railroad biz. You know, you'd have to get paid to put those tracks down, right?
That's hard work, though.
I mean, I don't have to do that work. I can just delegate that work.
Oh, you would be a manager.
Yeah.
That's coast to coast stuff.
Yeah, but that's got to be a government contracted job, right? Like, you'd have to, like, be paid up front in order to lay down these tracks.
I don't know. That sounds hard.
Again, I would not be doing any of the labor. I would do what I do now and just tell other people to do
You
it.
still have to be standing outside, or would you?
I was gonna say, or would you? Like, not really.
Hey, you see that fella? Wasn't he at the camp with Combe?
I imagine it'd be a lot traveling.
Leave him to me.
All right, we're heading back. Just
Chase
bring
this guy
him
down.
back alive. He could be useful.
Okay, you got it.
Horse, get out of the water. Come on, bro.
Oh, someone lived?
Yeah. Yes.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna lasso him?
Yeah, you have to lasso him, and then you take him back to your camp. Is like, I don't want to say hostage. That feels like a really strong word, but as
Oh, damn. You were like 50 feet back. Shit, no.
You're coming with me.
I did it way quicker this time than I did the first time.
Yeah, every job back then just sounds like it sucks. You know, like every job you see in the movies, it just sucks. What do you think of when you think of Old West? You think of saloons, you think of brothels, you think of like these kind of outlaws. Maybe there's just like not any movies of the good jobs. There had to be some good jobs.
You don't know your name. It's Karen.
Like even Mayor sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
Because then these guys are coming after you.
This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy. Where are you taking me?
I think pharmacist is where it's at, man.
Why?
Well, if your pharmacy has an opening, let me know. I'll work at your old Western pharmacy.
See, but even I'm questioning that now because people, they like their drugs. And so I could see that getting robbed. Quite a bit, actually.
Well, there were no pills. Then it was all like tonics and like.
Like snake,
Herbs
yeah,
and,
yeah, snake oil. And yeah, was pharmacist even the same thing, or was it more like a doctor position?
Do you?
I wouldn't want to be a doctor.
No, hell no.
Shitter, I will shut
I couldn't stomach that. I want a job that is like low stakes. What's a low stakes job in the Old West? Like
The piano player in the saloon.
blacksmith,
with a puke.
piano player.
yeah.
Easy, you're gonna break my ribs.
But then they
Like I
got
have all those bar fights.
no. I was gonna say they got automation on that. They have the self-playing pianos,
Okay? Not one more.
and then you're out of a job.
Yeah, freaking machines always taking people's jobs.
Okay, okay.
When did the Industrial Revolution start? That was 1900s.
1900s, yeah. We're going home. I don't remember having to ride the horse this far out. Why do I have to go back so far?
So are you following, like, the yellow line?
Yes, yeah. That tells you where to go.
This reminds me so much of The Revenant right now. One of the cool things about that movie, if you ever want to watch it, is that it's all natural lighting. So, when you're watching, it's not, like, artificially lit at all. And it doesn't sound like it would add so much, but it adds so much to the cinematography. And everything just feels real. Plus, there's an awesome bear fight with Leo DiCaprio.
I got him. Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hung
Photographer.
first. I gotta say,
Was that like a
my
full-time
friend,
gig?
It was still fairly new, I think, right?
does need shoot.
Yeah,
Save, fellas. Does need save.
but I'm just wondering if you can pay the bills with it.
We're gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it. An O'Driscoll in my
Well, in this
camp.
game, you get in like a really bad bar fight, and someone
Oh, whatever you
like eyewitnesses you like doing what they said was like attempted murder because you were like you were beating somebody up because you were in a fight, and then you get put in jail. And for attempted murder, your bail was like $10, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just pay this $10 and get out.
If you could travel back in time with your today's bank account, like, you'd be cool.
Everybody would be trying to rob you. They'd be like, yo, this dude's got all kinds of money.
That's why you just move into the mountains and be a hermit.
Stay in these cabins.
Maybe that's what I would do. Maybe I would just move to the mountains and just be alone.
Did you want to try?
No. No, this is my speed watching you.
Look, you could pat your horse and be friends.
Yeah, okay.
How long have we been playing?
Just over an hour.
Oh, jeez. There's more to this prologue than I thought.
This is still the prologue?
Still, technically, I would say, yeah, because they're teaching you the basics still.
We're okay. We have a few cans of food and a rabbit.
And a rabbit.
10, 12 people? When I was in the Navy. I do not wish to hear about
You ever watch that show Naked and Afraid?
No.
But you know what it is?
I do know. I've seen, like, an episode, but I don't watch it, like, actively.
I watch it when I can.
When we ran away from Blackwater,
But, you know, the premise is like people living for 2 or 3 weeks,
Yeah.
coupled up, just survival conditions, and they don't really have much. They have like an item.
And they,
they're
yeah, I was
choosing.
gonna say they take one that they want,
Yeah.
right?
I sent Lenny and Bill.
But just watching them trying to survive and how rare it is to find something like a rabbit, or how hard it is to catch something like just one rabbit. It's almost I would just die. I would just die. There's no way I could be in this kind of survival situation. The thing that seems like the worst that you wouldn't really even think of is like mosquitoes or ants. You would think that the temperature or the predators would be the thing that would get you. I think for me it would be the mosquitoes. Watching them on that show deal with mosquitoes when you don't have any clothes or fire or anything, and you're just like thousands of mosquitoes all over you all night.
No
I
thanks.
would go insane. Like, I'm sure that was a huge thing in the Old West, mosquitoes. So you still can't save?
No. thought I could.
So, has the game saved at all?
Yes.
Okay, so if you were to turn it off now, where would you start from?
Probably at the beginning of this mission.
How are you holding up, Charles? I'm okay.
So I can do that if you want me to.
No, let's keep playing.
Still bad?
I don't understand that kind of stuff.
Sure hope I can. Never really
Like, what's the harm in saving here?
You'll be fine. So, you reckon we're gonna find something to kill that ain't no Driscoll?
I mean, especially if I were a kid and my mom was like, hey, come up for dinner. Like, what would I do?
Right. Just put the game on pause and turn the TV off. Don't turn the
You would have
console
to have,
off.
yeah, you would have to do something like that. And just hope that your brother or something doesn't mess it up for you.
Getting stuck in the storm, going out for John, that thing with the O'Driscolls. You've had a lot.
I would want to do that on my own terms, I think.
I didn't mean it like that. Just a lot to think back on. I still don't really know what happened on that boat. Me neither. Well, Javier told me a bit, but
So is this your favorite recent game? I know you love Spider-Man.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, this one's probably a good one that's up there. I really loved Spider-Man. I thought that was great. I liked Detroit Become Human. I thought that one was a really good one, too. But this one, yeah, it's turning out to be very, very good.
And you're like 40 hours in?
Yes, and I've done not a lot of story stuff. I'm only in chapter 2.
Damn, what the hell?
Yeah, there's so much stuff.
So how much longer do you think you have?
I don't know, I read online that even if you don't do side missions, like the main story could take up to 50 to 60 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that on howlongtobeat.com?
Oh no, I didn't go on there. This was like on
Oh, I don't have my phone on me. I was gonna look it up.
I was like on IGN or something.
this is good. Come on, let's try this way. Keep your eyes peeled for movement.
Keep your eyes peeled.
The wind's died down
That
too.
snow looks amazing.
Good. No wind at all is bad, but if it's too strong,
I'm telling you, one of my favorite things to do in a game is to look at water.
Yeah.
It's so
I know
dumb,
what you mean.
but like, I mean, okay.
Yeah,
Look at that.
I know. Water is every generation of consoles, I've always been impressed by the water. I'm like, how can they get better than this? And
Nope.
then, yeah, you see this.
Yeah. And then you can get in the water and then you actually get wet, which is nice.
What?
Yeah. Okay, well, Arthur's swimming, but I...
how can you tell? How can you not?
It probably smells like deer piss.
From here. You're gonna need the bow. Don't leave it on your
Oh,
horse.
yeah, you're right.
Guns
Shut up.
carry everything around.
You gotta hunt for deer?
Mm-hmm. Well, the camp is starving, so you have to find something.
Watching Naked and Afraid has taught me that this is gonna take 3 weeks.
I think so. Maybe not. Focus.
No. This is Eagle Eye. You could focus on tracking.
Is that like a superpower?
It's supposed to be like a hunting skill where you can like see
It's easier in the snow.
like
Once you get your eye in.
animal paths and stuff like that.
That seems like a superpower. So that line is where the deer has been, I guess?
Yeah. It's like scent or whatever. You're not really supposed to be running while you hunt because you scare the animals, but I don't like moving slow.
They don't show up on the map?
The animals?
Yeah.
Not really.
So they have 2 different systems for finding things.
Again, you're not supposed to.
There they are.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Get that bow out, Arthur.
You can get it from here?
Try to hit him in the neck.
Why is it yellow?
Because I put it on a special mode.
See if you can get another one.
Okay, so I got one of them.
You need more than one? The thing's huge.
We gotta feed the whole camp. I don't even see the other one.
What's this bar in the bottom right?
Oh, that's the tracking. The eagle eye tracking. Do you see that one? Or am I, like, blind?
There might be something across the river, but I can't tell.
Yeah, I think. Oh, I got that dude right in the face. Okay. Hey.
Damn, that's almost in his eye.
Okay, we're going this way. Oh, there it is. I see it now.
Yeah. There it is. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Damn, you need to go on that show, Nick and a friend, tell them what's up.
Okay, you pick up one, I'll get the other.
You go get
You
that
got
one.
that thing immediately.
It'll be fine once I get it on my shoulder.
Okay, so now we're gonna do. Yeah, you just were going over it. Oh my god. I mean, look at that.
Yeah. That looks real. I thought you were skipping. Like, ooh, got deer.
Horse, why did you get in the water?
For real.
What are you doing?
Dummy.
Oh, there's my horse. I was like, that's not even my horse. This is my
Oh,
horse.
you're calling it. Oh. Wonder how that horse feels about all this.
Where are you, Charles?
Ready to head back
Charles?
when you are. Come on then, let's head back.
If I have to
Damn,
crisscross
you're
the
going crazy.
river again.
Yep.
Nice work, Arthur. Should
Nice work, Arthur.
keep us all fed for a few
Thanks,
days.
bro.
You found him. I knew you'd be okay with that bow.
Oh, watch it.
It's easier when they ain't shooting back. We've seen enough of that.
You know how hard it is to, like, find a deer?
A couple of days back,
We found it pretty quick.
maybe our luck is finally on the turn. Seems to me we should be putting our effort into getting off this mountain now. Soon. People are still weak. And
You gotta be, like, downwind and stuff.
wagons are. They ain't going nowhere until we get some more thaw.
Charles is part Native American, so maybe that's why we found him.
He's got that attribute.
Get off here.
Right.
What then? Still have a big price
He
on our
knows this
heads.
area.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low.
Well, he's like one of the only ones that like talks to you about hunting and stuff, and that's in the gang.
You notice how Pearson's had a bottle in his hand ever since we fled Blackwater? We give the camp cook 5 minutes to grab the essentials and go, and he doesn't even bring a crumb of food. Good that we caught more than one. We've only been up here a few days and have already picked up 2 more mouths to feed. 1 more. We ain't feeding the O'Driscoll a damn thing. Except maybe that can of salted offal Pearson was kind
Yeah,
enough
look
to
at
give us.
this.
The girl.
This whole area is
She
so
has a
beautiful.
wild look in her eye. Of course. She lost her husband, her home, everything she had.
Yeah, and then it just gets ruined with horse poops.
Once we get out of here, we're back on our feet, we'll
Why
see.
do they have to put that in, honestly?
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe
They had to...
Driscoll for us.
It was must have been a joke or something.
I know who my money's on in that fight. He's weak, but that makes him much more useful. Maybe we can get to
Someone
them
made
before
that
they get
decision.
to us.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen them skin an animal yet. That's pretty
What?
pretty gross to look at too.
I suppose. Yeah, we ain't run
How
into
often
this
does that happen?
Well, we're about to do it with these deer.
Oh boy.
'cause they've been over this
Every time you catch something?
Yeah, you don't have to skin it, but you can because you can sell the pelts at shops for money.
We've been scrapping over scores with them for years.
And if you catch if you kill good animals and their pelts are like 3-star rating or whatever, it's called like a perfect pelt. You get extra money.
Oh, that perfect pelt.
Blood
I have yet to get a perfect pelt because I just shoot like crazy.
Watch out. Bear up ahead.
Oh, that's a bear. I'm not messing with it.
Let's see if we can find another way around.
So what do you do?
Oh, we're gonna go a different way.
Oh, okay.
We've got enough here. No need to push our luck.
Have you taken one on before?
Yes, it was a pain in the ass.
It's really like the Revenant then.
I had to take him out with a shotgun.
Really?
Yeah, it was really stupid and annoying. Bro, let's go.
And you're like, never again.
Well, yeah, no. I did not want to do that again, but there's bears, like, all over, and especially when you're up in the mountains. They're like ninjas. They just pop out of nowhere.
So it's not here anymore?
Cut up here.
It went so... Oh, there it is right there. It just went a different way.
They avoid you?
Well, we're avoiding it.
Oh, okay. Says your horse is agitated.
Yeah, because the bear's scaring him. So you have to pat him, calm him down.
Oh.
It's the same with snakes. With the snakes.
They're scared of snakes?
Yeah, in this game, oh my gosh, I was out in like a bayou area, and there was a snake like coming out of the water, and my horse like reared back, and I was like, what the fuck? But it was just like, oh, there's a predator, and ended up being a snake on the
Can
ground.
they attack you? The snakes?
I haven't been attacked by a snake, because every time I've seen one, I've been on horseback, and the horses just get all crazy. But, I don't know, maybe they could.
Want me to move on?
Can you kill them?
Yes, you can kill them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've also been attacked by an alligator.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They got alligators in this?
Yeah, there's
Where
like a
are
whole
you?
like swamp area that's like very reminiscent to like Louisiana.
But you're in the West?
I reckon you're okay.
Sort of. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you're in the West, but parts of this game, like whenever the full map comes up, it's like middle America basically. So it's not far fetched that you're like up, like let's say Montana, and then you can work your way down into like Texas and Louisiana.
Really? It's that big?
Yeah, the map is huge.
Normally the case. Well, we need you now. More than ever. Good. And how long have you been with these boys? Why ain't you run off?
Come on, horsey.
Do your horses like have stamina?
Yeah,
20 years, something like that.
you have to feed them, and whenever they get dirty, you have to brush them.
Years.
Yeah.
You have to?
Or you can ride them through water, and then that cleans them off too.
What happens if you don't brush them?
They
Wash them?
their health meter goes down a lot quicker.
Really? Mm-hmm. It affects their health.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the systems they got going on.
He always sees us right.
Maybe if they weren't crapping all over the place, it wouldn't
Right.
be so dirty.
How's that new horse?
Dirty horse.
He'll do for now. I appreciate you letting me take Taima the other night.
She's a strong one. It's been as hard on
It's
the
taken
horses
forever
as
to
on
get
the
back to
rest of
Yeah,
camp.
where the hell is your
us. I don't
camp?
know what Dutch would do if something happened to the Count.
Oh, there it is.
Same with Bill and Brown Jack. He's a drunk, miserable bastard, but he loves that horse.
You know how long horses can live?
I tried to ride the
On average?
Yeah.
How long?
40 years.
Holy crap.
faster than a bull.
40
Won't take
years.
nobody but him.
That's insane.
I'm gonna hitch Taima over here.
So we're gonna skin these deer, and you get to see what that looks like.
I think that would be a fitting end for this video. Is the prologue done after that?
You gotta rob the train, and then it'll be done.
Over to Pearson.
Well, maybe let's rob the train after that. Well, how long does that take?
It takes a while.
Alright, maybe we can just end it after this game.
Time of practice to master.
Well.
Just
Got you some deer.
Find a camp rat loitering around in the kitchen.
Camp rat.
Greet an old friend. I feel like we haven't spoken for days.
I do my utmost to avoid you.
He loves me, really. It's his sad way of showing affection.
No, it isn't. Now shoot, get lost.
Well, see you gents later.
Poor guy.
I know, right?
Just fine. Charles is a wonder. Have a drink, boys. You earned it. Jesus, what is that? Navy rum, sir. It's the only thing. The only thing.
Keeps you sane, it does.
Yeah, seems to have done a treat on you. You go rest that hand, Charles.
I'll be fine in a few days.
You mind helping me with the skinning, Mr. Morgan?
There you go.
It's easier if
Now
we
we're
do it
gonna skin
together.
it.
I'll get to skin you.
Oh boy.
You're always one
What
with
I've
the
always
jokes.
wanted in a video game.
Really is the job for a man with a burnt hand. I'll see you both later.
You skinned that one, did you? Dumped on the floor there.
Are you ready? Oh, this one has a perfect
Sure.
pelt because I shot it in the face. So I guess I have done a perfect pelt. I just have to make sure to shoot it in the face with the...
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not too bad, Mr. Morgan. Yeah. They always said you were a butcher. You know, you could trade these or sell these in pretty much any town if you're looking to make a legitimate bit of money, of course.
Right now, I'm just looking to get off this mountain alive.
Well, if you catch anything else, you bring it to me.
Sure.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Heck, Arthur Morgan's first decent bit of hunting after all these years.
Yeah. Well, we're on the run now.
Even though I'm pretty sure it's not that easy to do. I don't think that it would be that easy to do.
That dude was just like, zoop, zoop, zoop. Here's a pelt.
Yeah, but that's how you do that.
All right. Well, you want to sign off the video?
Okay. That's it.
Okay, that was easy. That's
No,
it.
The end for now.
The end.